Is it a sin to use birth control if the intention is hormonal regulation and not birth control? I get questions like this all of the time. It's not technically a sin in the Catholic Church because the intended effect is not birth control. The intended effect is hormones, and the fertility regulation is a side effect of that. That being said, just because it's a sin doesn't mean you should do it. Obviously, I'm just some dude on the internet. I'm not a doctor, so take all of this with a grain of salt, but I'm very passionate about this because I know a lot of women in my life who have major reproductive hormonal issues. Like, my wife was once told that if she didn't want to get on birth control for some of her hormonal situations, then she could just leave the doctor's office. Like, the doctor didn't want anything to do with her, which pisses me off because there are so many better alternatives that aren't even being talked about, that aren't even like weird holistic stuff. I was at Live Action's Young Leadership Summit this past weekend, and I am so incredibly glad that this was talked about, because it feels like the common thing is, hey, you have hormonal issues, go on birth control. Hey, you have fertility issues, just do IVF. This is why I'm going to shout to the rooftops for forever about things like restorative reproductive medicine, where hormonal and reproductive issues are not treated by bypassing the body's normal physiology, but by working with it to address any underlying health issues. Like, maybe you're having weird reproductive issues because you have early onset endometriosis or PCOS or some other hormonal imbalance that is just making your body be weird. And that underlying issue is the church's primary issue with birth control in the first place, that it's trying to prevent something from happening and bypassing the body's natural function instead of working with it. And that's why things like natural family planning, a version of family planning that doesn't rely on birth control to say, I don't want to be fertile ever, so I'm just going to take this so that I don't have to be fertile, but saying at times I will be fertile, and at those times I just abstain from sex, and I can have sex without the risk of children, or without a high risk of children, by not having sex during times that I'm fertile. It's a much better situation. So yeah, rant over.